I don't
know.
care. Her name is Spanish, but I don't care.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, she white.
But
Her
you
first
know,
and last name are both Spanish.
you gotta know, and you're
She
allowed
looks
to
white as hell,
have
though.
whatever kinks you want to have. But if you ain't have that paperwork, if you ain't have them tapes, if you ain't have that NDA,
You don't have
if
any
you
choice,
ain't have
Gabby.
that lawyer, then you know exactly the ball ground you walked into. That's like when a notorious serial killer drug dealer gets locked up, and it's like, damn, I feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for him. It's an unfortunate situation. I feel bad that his life took that route, but he did everything he was supposed to do to end up where he at.
Monique
Wasn't you
warned
just on Facebook talking about free him? Like, I ain't trying to say no.
Monique,
Oh,
Monique
Freedom.
warned this man. Monique warned this man and said, "Yo, stop playing with them young white girls and go ahead and get you an older girl, older church person." And Shannon always said, "I want somebody that I want somebody that act my wage, not or that look my wage, not my age." You know what I'm saying? He's always said that he can't do nothing. I can't do nothing with
Bro,
somebody.
you can't want to have your cake and eat it
I
too,
ain't gonna
bro.
lie to you though. Listen, that man makes enough
I mean,
money.
he already had his kids, bro. He had his family, bro. He
not tripping, bro.
The thing about wealth, is wealth allows you
Grace.
the space to live out whatever it is that you want to live out. And if that's what we don't want to hear a average Joe 60-year-old black man saying that. No, that's a joke. But a rich celebrity NFL player,
yeah, but he's an ex NFL player, bro.
and
like,
a popular talk show host or podcast host or whatever, that man, he can afford to live out his dreams, and that's his dream.
What time with his schedule, like, and then this is the thing where somebody's gonna be like, "Yo, you're making excuses." Like, nah, bro, I'm just trying to have a conversation.
Yeah, being realistic. Like, come on.
What time does Shannon Sharpe have to be a normal, regular human being?
All right,
And then
Colin,
what?
bullshit.
But no, listen.
Bullshit.
What
Wait,
benefit? What benefit
Hold
would?
on, bro, wait,
Go ahead.
damn it, can I land,
My fault.
please?
Go ahead. Do your thing.
What time does he have to be a regular human being? He was an NFL player for what 16, 17 seasons. Then as soon as that happened, he jumped right back in the booth. Now he's a sportscaster. But like right now, he got ESPN 2 days a week. He has his nightcap show 3 days a week, and then he has Beaker. You don't even know what angle I'm talking about, bro. Don't do that.
I'm
shit,
listening
bro.
to you.
Come on.
I'm
You
listening.
don't know what angle I'm even talking about right now.
Finish, land.
What time does he have to build to and on top of like his workout regimen, his freaking eating schedule? Like, you see the way he takes care of himself as a human being. So, as well as physical therapy from the surgeries that he's had. What time does he have to really build a relationship with somebody? And like, some people are like, "Yo, you need to find and settle down at X, Y, and Z." Bro, what can he give to somebody, bro? Like, is that really somebody that you would want to be in a relationship with? You
Can't
you're
even
not gonna
start
see
a
him during the
relationship
day.
like that. Like, yeah.
Half the time he traveling.
Colin, you talking like this man is a 9-to-5 worker. This is a rich black man. 9 times out of 10, unless she wants to, whoever he's dating don't even have to work. She could follow him around all day.
Beaker.
The time, you want to know what time he has? The
What
same
nigga
time.
wants his to be following him around all day
Well,
when I
that's
got all
his
this shit to be
problem.
doing?
That's Doug Christie.
Doug Christie don't want to. Doug
Nigga.
Christie can't even look at the crowd.
Listen.
He was on a bench and had to look
My
at the
nigga,
crowd.
I'm just saying.
What are we talking about?
I'm
Yo,
just saying. That's an
what does
excuse, bro.
What does that give?
That's an excuse, Colin.
It's
That's
not
an
an excuse.
Colin.
It's not an
Because
excuse. It's a reality.
if you would stop doing what you're doing, shut up and listen to me real quick.
Bro, I just listened to you the whole time.
You
That's an
weren't.
excuse.
The whole time you were listening. You were listening to
waiting
say what you
talk.
were saying.
Yeah,
you were waiting to
she was
talk.
listening to speak.
Oh,
I was waiting.
She was listening to her
I
talk.
was
She
waiting
was
to
listening
see if
to
you
her
were
talk.
going to say
She
something
was
that was
listening
going
to
to
her
change
talk.
my opinion, and you didn't.
Nico, what time does he have to give to you? So say you're the girl who's gonna quit her job and follow him around. What time and what attention does he have to give to you when he gives all his time and attention to this other stuff? You just gonna be
Colin.
following him in the background.
Colin.
But what makes y'all
Colin.
think he even wants to do that?
So because you're following him in the background, he's just gonna give you that attention?
Respectfully, Colin, it's crazy that you coming like this because we just had a conversation off air and you're contradicting yourself.
Am I?
You are.
How?
We'll have the rest of that off air.
Is
But
this-
what I'm
this
saying
is
is,
pertaining to me?
um,
My life?
so from a very non-general standpoint, your job keeps you very busy.
Yes.
You date,
Now.
but you date.
But But wait. Don't just say that. No. Don't just say that. This is gonna be my first time being in this life while actively dating.
It might not work.
Dating before in this life. I've been single throughout this jump. This the first time I'm really outside. Like, I can't really be outside, but I'm outside.
Okay.
And I'm only outside because I have to be. But like, you feel me? So that's the difference. Like, I was outside doing whatever, but like, you know, like I ain't have no time to nobody.
I just feel like
what time did I have to get to somebody? Like,
well, I can't dive. You know, I can't dive on your situation. You here to speak for yourself.
Yeah.
But I just feel like that's different.
I've gone through the excitement of everything, and I've been able to curate my space to be around enough people who are able to live. Like, I literally had to watch certain people be able to live a married life in my line of work to be able to move the way I move now. Also, I already had my fun. So, like...
All I'm saying is, Colin, at 60 years old, this is not a man working a 9 to 5. This is a man that can afford to, you know, fly his woman out, private jet, this, and the third. There's always time. I'm very big.
Who wants to do that?
He gotta want to do it. That's the point. He gotta want to do it.
So what are we talking about here?
The same time that he's spending
I'm not doing what the does he have to give this?
My nigga. The same time he's spending roping bitches up. The same time he's spending on the phone talking about, I'm gonna put this big black dick inside of you. He can be talking to a bitch that could be his wife.
Right. I don't want to do that.
You're contradicting yourself. It's possible he don't want to do it.
How am I contradicting myself? If I don't have the time to
get
it, if I don't have the time, no, don't cut me off.
He's saying he don't want to do it, and that's fine.
You just asked me a question.
You just don't want to.
You just
but
asked me a
you're
question.
putting that on Shannon, though. You're
if
not
I
tripping.
don't have the
But
time,
you're putting
then I
that on
don't want
him.
to do something. I don't have the time to do it. Yo, why are women like this?
Colin is saying, like, you made that point, right? Well, your point was based off of the assumption that he even wanted to do that in the first place. Like, so he already doesn't have the time and all that shit. Those are facts. Like, you feel me? Those are facts. So what if he didn't want to do it on top of that?
Well,
like,
that's another thing. If he don't want to do it, I can't make the man do nothing he don't want to do. But he should want that.
So now, what are his options?
That's what everybody is on his back about. Your interest is in the wrong thing at your age.
What do you mean the wrong? That makes no sense. Because he's a human being. Everyone likes to have sex. Everybody, animals as well.
Bad for him,
like everyone wants to have sex.
Thank you.
You feel me? Everyone wants to reproduce. Everyone wants to,
you know,
all of these
like
things.
You saying what he should be doing when he doesn't have the time to do it.
So if he doesn't,
if I don't have the time to be,
I didn't say what he has to be doing.
Don't stop cutting me off. If I don't have the time to be a good husband, right? I don't have the time to be a good husband. If I were to get married right now, so like I said this earlier, whether we recorded or not. They are saying that he may or may not have been dating Tracy Ellis Ross. So imagine right now Tracy Ellis Ross came out in that last interview that she just did and said, yo, I only want to date young men because of my experience with Shannon Sharpe. My experience with Shannon Sharpe, he was older, he had X, Y, and Z, all of this crap going. He had no time for me. My younger people, my younger dudes, they make more time for me. I'm more of a priority. They're more accepting of my lifestyle, of me being a person that works as well and things being like that, and we can meet in the middle. If that were the case, people are still going to be shitting on Shannon Sharpe saying that he ain't shit. So what's the difference? If I don't have the time and the attention to be a good husband, and I was never that type of person in the past, why would I jump and try to do that now? I'm going to go do whatever I do. So instead he goes and just does his own thing, does it his own way, keeps it on the low. Now everything that he's doing gets blown up and thrown in his face, and everything is all his personal business out in the public. How can you not feel bad for somebody like that? I'm not crazy, bro.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It makes sense, bro. Like,
I don't necessarily feel bad for him because, again, I don't care. These celebrities, like, yeah, you got the money to not give a like, you feel me? I'm not feeling sorry for you, bro.
Because he still arguing with people.
I don't care if he care. Like, I'm not. You feel me? I'm not tripping off that.
My thing is, whether you got the money. If I have the money to fly my Joan around 24/7 every day, guess what the fuck I'm not doing? Flying my Joan around 24/7 every day. You know why? Because by the third time of her getting in this flight with me, I'm going to look at her and be like, you ain't do nothing for none of these flights. You didn't stand with me. You didn't have to. You didn't have to clock in. any of those hours. You didn't have to do any of this crap that I had to do, bro. You might have been there and been a supportive of me, but I'm not keeping around.
It's different if that's just what I want to do.
24/7, dog. I am the person who put in the work. I am the person who went to practice since 8 years old.
I'm weird, bro.
I'm the person that
Y'all are
I'm the
looking at
person
it
that
as such a small
I'm the person that
frame.
went to college.
Yeah.
I'm the person that played in the pros. I'm the person that worked
That's
for
different to
CBS.
me.
I'm the person that worked for Fox. Yeah, that's different for y'all. But when I get it, bro, this is how I'm thinking about things, bro, because I've had to constantly climb. Everything's been another step and another process for me to get to where I've been. And I've had women attempt to either eat off of my plate or tell me that my plate ain't shit. Meanwhile, they're eating off of my plate while telling me that my plate ain't shit. And then as soon as I leave, they ain't shit and ain't shit going on, and they fall off the scene because ain't nobody there to put them in place.
Gunshots.
I don't like this battle, but yeah. I really try to stay away from this conversation. I hate the whole man versus women debate.
I don't.
But,
Listen,
well, yeah.
when have
You know what's crazy?
Look, you my
Yeah.
nigga, bro, for 10 plus years. When have you ever heard me talk?
yeah, no, I know. That's why I was like, I made the statement I just made because I didn't even like the fact that you just came out your mouth and said those things. Like,
It's
real
some
talk.
people that y'all know
Like,
who y'all
yeah.
are, bro. We done put y'all, either me, Bika, you know, bro, you know who we are. We've put certain people in certain places. Certain people call us so that they can look cool and be in certain places. Because they may not have the reach, and they know we have the reach to get to the person that has X, Y, and Z. And they may not want to be the person to have to go to that person. So they come to us instead.
Bing bang.
I'm not gonna argue about what this grown ass nigga want to do with his life. All I'm saying is, so to close off my statement, everything that Colin is saying
I
is
just
true.
had a conversation with the plug about this situation.
Would it be extremely difficult and in the way to have to, date or whatever? Yes. All I'm saying is, if that was by any chance something that man wanted for himself, he would make it obtainable, right? At this point, that's clearly not what he's trying to do, and that's perfectly
At the
fine.
very least, get
But
up
once
with
you
the
get
NBA,
yourself
man.
into a certain field, whatever come with that field, that come with
with
it.
the field.
And that's why I said this is one of the repercussions of the field he's in, which is why I can't say I feel bad, but it's unfortunate. And I don't believe it, and I hope he sees his way through.
Balsamic vinegar.
I can respect that.
See how I didn't cut you off? I respect that.
You
right.
petty. I can't respect that. I can't respect that. You petty as hell.
Anything else? Any other? Oh, snap, yo. Let's go back to Shador real quick, yo.